Hi, welcome to Heartful Legacy.
In today's video, we're going to be sharing with you a beautiful experience we had during a weekend Tantra retreat. And we're really looking forward to sharing what a beautiful technique and practice this is.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Hello,
Hi,
I am Louis,
and I'm Emily.
and we go to Trois-Rivières. What's the place called?
Saint-Alexis-des-Monts.
Saint-Alexis-des-Monts for doing a Tantra weekend. So we're going to a house where there's a lot of couples and we all will have sex, and there's the one who has sex for the longest period of time wins the challenge and go home with an Olympic medal. Yeah.
This is Tantra from a masculine perspective where competition is involved.
Oh, that's not what we're doing?
This is not what we're doing.
So what are we doing then?
I believe that we are there being guided through different exercises and different tools to connect to our own personal bodies and then connecting to each other from a place of presence, of awareness, free of expectations, and really just coming together, meeting with what's alive for us in the moment, and also creating space for connection, for intimacy, and having that be the baseline, like, of the relationship to stimulate passion, to stimulate,
Oh boy.
connection. Okay,
So that's not what I thought it would be. No gangbang. No
sorry,
gangbang.
not
Gangbang. So we go for some intimacy. So, but we still have sex for the 48 hours.
Well, I'm sure there will
happening?
be exercises for that.
Exercises.
But I mean, practical exercises that, and like there will be instructions for.
So we do the Kama Sutra. It's the Kama Sutra. All the positions possible. I think. Oh boy. Yeah. Look. Oh well. That was not what I expected. This weekend was amazing. It's all about a connection with your body, with the body of your partner. It's a transformation. And yes, it's about sexuality, but my ideas about sexuality are preconceived and a bit bad and immature. Now, let's talk about it. What did we do during that weekend? Can you explain a bit to the people what we were doing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Okay. So this weekend was really amazing because it really just gave us the time to slow down, to be in presence with ourselves and with our partners. And so a lot of the practices and the exercises that were proposed to us were respiration, breathing based. They had some eye gazing to facilitate connection. We also had exercises for communication. So basically just being able to express our desires, our needs, and our fears in a climate of just loving kindness, respect for the other. and really being attentive to what's alive for us in the moment and what's present for the other person as well. And ultimately just bringing us into the experience of connecting to the sacred aspects of our own bodies, of the body of our beloved, the sacred element of sexuality too, that we don't often get to know or to experiment if we don't know about it. So it was beautiful to have this space where we were guided throughout these practices to be in intimacy with ourselves and our beloved.
Mm-hmm.
And did you want to share with us your experience, how it went down for you, as it was so different from what you had anticipated initially?
Oh yeah, it was not at all what I had anticipated. First of all, I want to thank you a lot for signing us up, for doing that weekend. It taught me so much. I'm really grateful. I recognized that I had a personality, that I've made a personality from the day I was born till now, that there's a Louis who wants, who is very macho, the macho type, boom, boom, very fast, no intimacy, no, not at all into sacred places. Like in the movies, we look at Hollywood movies and there's like a scene and there's two people ripping off their clothes and then bam bam, nothing at all. They have sex. We're exposed as in our youth to pornography, those ideas from our models when we're young about how a woman should be and how a man should be. As man, we have that energy, that vital energy that can produce another life. Although what I learned was we can move that energy, that vital energy, into our body and use it in a different way, instead of keeping it there and getting frustrated. And I learned to know the other personality, the other Louis that's in me, who can be soft, who can be tender, who can be intimate. And it was really a pleasure to meet that person and that personality. And it felt sometimes like there was like a little battle between my old Louis and my new Louis, who understood concepts that he never understood before. And so it was, that Louis needed to die for this Louis to get born. And this Louis, he took off all the time limits, all the pressure, all that the urgency from this society. We took it all off, and it made me able to be present in my body and with her together. And that was beautiful. And I would call it Tantra for me is a way to
heal.
Mm-hmm. It's a way to heal. Like we men, like I need to heal. My understanding about sexuality needs to change. And imagine if we can do that, if all men could do this, being taught sexuality on a different way, and how it would be wonderful for the woman and for the intimacy together, and how our world would change. So I think it will be crucial that we as men start to share our experience, and that we demystify the knots that we've been taught, like sexuality is like this and a man needs to be like that, and those concepts, we need to get rid of them. And yeah, you see, it's it touched me. That's why I want to share about it, and I think it's necessary that we talk about it and that we share. That's the reason why we're here again before the camera. I want to hear you about what was your experience. How did you experience this weekend?
For me, this weekend was beautiful, a beautiful space to be in, to meet with you, with these new practices, and really just have a space where we didn't have any pressure, we didn't have any performance. And I think that, to go back to the healing women too, I can speak for myself, we also have this pressure to perform, and it's not just in sexuality, but it's like in everything in life, and men as well. And so it goes as deep as into our sexuality, though, and it affects us even there. And I think that to have spaces where we can experience something different and give ourselves permission to move a little differently, to breathe differently, to just inhabit our bodies differently, to get to know what we like and what our beloved likes in a different rhythm, is just so beautiful, because we only have a certain preconceived ideas of how things should be, how things should look, and it's all about kind of opening up the way and opening up the horizon as to what's possible, because there's so much more that is possible than what we have been shown, that we have been made to believe. And that's what's beautiful about this weekend and this practice, is that you just open up the horizons as to how can I discover myself through intimacy and discover my partner in this sacred way where we're connected to our bodies. And it was a beautiful experience for me. And what touched me also during that weekend were the discussions that we had as a group, because we weren't alone. It wasn't just us. We had several other couples who were participating in the retreat, though everyone was doing their own separate practices.
They were all on their own. It was not together, okay?
Yeah, so whatever ideas you might have had, but
my ideas?
anyone could
I didn't have those ideas.
But yeah, so the discussions that came up were really about, those taboos that we have around sexuality, and the narratives that have been told, and in having the courage to go and explore something different and be like, well, this exists out there in the world, but maybe this is not my truth. This is not what corresponds to me. We can flip that narrative and go and really discover what's there for me, what's there for us, how deeply can we go into this human experience of connection, of love, of all there is to experience. And so it was very touching. I think that a lot of the healing that needs to happen in society is going to happen through how we relate to sexuality, and it's not just about sexuality. In Tantra, we were taught that basically this energy is vital energy. So it's like, how do we meet one another? If you take it out of a context of sexuality, how do we meet one another? Well, you still want to have that level of presence where you can meet anybody that you come across with respect, with an awareness of who is this person I'm meeting. How can I listen to them and understand what their needs are, understand what their desires are, and respect them. So it goes deep into the couple, but then it also branches out into how do we move into the world. There's so much more that we could say about this topic. It's really just the tip of the iceberg. Tantra is so vast and so large, and so it's a tradition, a yogic tradition that comes from India many, many years ago. But what we're talking about here, we didn't mention, is Neo Tantra. So this is more of a Western take on Tantra, which includes some of the practices, but is more axed in just what we experience in our Western society, and using sexuality and intimacy as a doorway into our own personal healing and growth. So thought that should be mentioned.
Yeah, that it's good that you mentioned that. And this is only the tip of the iceberg. We are thrilled to do another video on it, but let's hear you out if you have questions, and let the video roll. If you're like, my friends should see it, just send it over, have a chat about it, and
yeah, we need to open up the discussions about sexuality and remove the taboos that we have around them.
Take out the fear to talk about this, and we need to take off all those taboos, and
that's how we'll be able to actually transform.
There's the healing.
Yeah, and we'll also add in a couple of references in the description to some reading material if you're interested and you want to go deeper. Even this person who facilitated the weekend retreat, if you want to check out her stuff too.
It's in French though,
but they're all reliable sources that you can look to for Tantra, as there are so many versions and takes on it out there in the world. It's important that you go to the right ones. So we'll put them in the description.
And so, as we said, it's Heartful Legacy stands for what do you want to leave behind, and for us, it's the heartful. It's healing. This Tantra thing needs to be demystified.
We could all benefit from it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
we love you.
We love you so much, and we hope to see you
in the next video.